Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 5, Early Predictions News, and Live Chat. This is our Sunday spoiler edition. So thanks to all of you guys for showing up tonight. Just a forewarning, if I lose my voice somewhere along the way, this is my 8th video of the day. We've just been absolutely cranking. Had to get the comic book fans taken care of, had to get my gaming fans taken care of, doing a little bit of everything today, and we are back. My favorite part of the day is definitely the live streams. We did Chill with Kills earlier, but the Walking Dead live streams by far my favorite, because this is where I get to reach out to the 999 Army, my crew, my group, my posse, all the above. What's going on, everybody? A few shout outs. I see people in there as well. What's up, Jake Metcalf? What's going on? Expression. Steph Richardson is back. Lindsay Luke, Moody Girl, Carl Jordan, special shout out. I missed you earlier. What's up, CJ? I'm going to call you CJ instead of Carl Jordan. Melanie, see you. Angela G, see you. Josiah, so many people. We'll get a packed house in here tonight. If I miss you and a shout out, I'll catch you up a little bit later on. So this is a little bit of what we do. Let me lay the ground rules to some of you guys that are new. We're going to talk about The Walking Dead. We're giving our predictions for episode number 5 already, moving right along. I got some pretty bold predictions we're going to go after tonight. And also, I'm going to talk about some other people's predictions, not YouTubers, but there's a couple people that are getting in the prediction spoiler game that probably should not be. We're going to talk about that. And just a forewarning, if you type something in live chat, I'm liable to read it. So if you don't want your name included in a video, don't even type it. But if you do type it, I'll jump around a little bit. And I see a few other people. Northside Queen. Maria Verdugo. What's up, Glucose? If you guys missed it, you need to go back and check out Chill with Kills. And also, real quick, I'm going to go over the schedule. Tomorrow night is Random Things. Join us for that. Wednesday night will be another one of these. Sunday mornings, we're doing a little bit of gaming. And Sunday night, of course, we're here full steam ahead. So, thanks, everybody. And I think we covered everything, right? Once this video goes live, after we're going to run through an hour really quickly. It goes really fast. And if I don't get a shout out any of the above, when the video goes live, get over there and just leave comments. And also, all of you 60, 70, 80, 100 people in here, slap that like button, will you? Come on, let's get this thing up. Like it up really, really quick. And I remember, I used bee vomit earlier. It's funny because I see all you guys typing, and when people hear the playback, they don't know that I'm reading your comments. They're like, Kills is just making stuff up. But yeah, I guess that is a term of endearment, bee vomit and glucose. I'm learning. So I see a few other people made it. There's Lisa G. Shani made it. What's going on? Thank you. Appreciate everything that you guys do. I'll give you a little bit of a recap. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to keep this focused for the first 30, 40 minutes as long as we can on what we think is going to happen in episode number 5. Only the last 15, 20 minutes, we'll open it up and we'll give our bold predictions for the entire season, what we think is going to happen by the end of it. And actually, some of the predictions from other sites, we're going to talk about that as well, too. They just don't make any sense to me. I think we're on the right path. But we talked about possibly in episode number 1, and these could be episode number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Chandler Riggs tweeted it's going to be epic. Of course they have to say that, right? I mean, they're not going to say. I would feel bad if Chandler Riggs tweeted out and said, don't watch the first 4 episodes because they're going to suck. So they do have to hype it up a little bit. Okay, sugar and honey. I get it. Okay, it makes sense. So glucose is your sugar and bee vomit is your honey. Why? Boom, just went right around. Why didn't I even think about that? Oh boy, romantic rabbit. And Maria, romantic rabbit, I could go with that. Fred Bear, what's going on? We need to keep, watch out for bears. That's a sensitive topic. Emmy Bacon, I see you here. And a lot of you that are not members of the 999 Army, you need to check out that fan page. There's at least 20, 30 people in here right now that aren't a member of that. A lot of good communication, a lot of good chat, a lot of good notifications. So if you're interested in being a part of that, then check it out. You have to pass Moody Girl's criteria. Strict criteria to join the 999 Army. So a couple of the predictions that we made the first 4 episodes, getting back to that, I think Shiva, Jerry's going to die. Eugene's, giving some pills out. We'll see a little bit more Oceanside. Dwight's going to defect in episode number 2. Ezekiel's going to be grieving over losing Shiva. We're going to see some Michonne action, getting a little bit of revenge. Then we're going to move it into episode 3. Episode 3, we think Eric might die. Round of applause. Everybody wants Eric to go. Maggie, a little bit of complications with her pregnancy. Morgan is going to die. Dwight and Daryl will make up. And episode 4 we talked about, that was Wednesday night. Enid possibly being a guardian figure for Maggie. The kingdom will fall in episode number 4. But I do think they take out Jared, the heavy metal guy. And possibly Gavin defects. And Eugene's going to be making some bullets. So let's talk a little bit about what we think could happen tonight. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we get to see a little bit more of Cyndee and Tara. I think, and not, keep your minds clean, everybody. I think Cyndee and Tara are going to go out on a killing mission. I think there's going to be a lot of that this coming season because it is the beginning of all-out war. So before they get to full-fledged war, I think there's just going to be a lot of these little skirmishes. That's my prediction. So I think you're going to see a sniper here, a sniper there. So Cyndee's got some mad shooting skills. I think she is going to take a much bigger role, possibly the role that Sasha had. She's going to be just a real badass. I'm reading a couple comments here. If you guys when you're watching the playback, if you're getting just a little bit of silence, I'm just reading through a few things. What's up, Diane Estes? So we'll start out here. Maria wants to know, kills. Why didn't Daryl ask the Whitey boy to give him the vest, bike, and crossbow back? P.S. I love Daryl. All caps. Of course you do. Everybody loves Daryl, right? They just haven't gotten to that. I think Dwight's just gonna. I think he's gonna give him the stuff back. They're setting that up for a nice moment in season 8. That Daryl's got to get his stuff, and that's going to make them. That's where the bonding's going to come in. Orlando Jones. Tara will be a major character in season 8. They've expanded her character. Yeah, I do think. That's why I think Tara and Cyndee are going to be pretty good partners. I think they're going to be a nice little killing crew. But good call out. Daryl's going to take his vest back after beating Dwight. He's not going to beat Dwight. I'm telling you, they're going to be friends, Lindsay. Tara's not going to like it. We know Daryl said, I don't care if he is sorry, I'm going to kill some bitch. I know it. I heard it was ringing in my ears. But I think he's going back. I think he's going to go back on his word. Come on, you guys can't still be mad at Dwighty boy. Dwight killed Denise. Okay, I get it. But other than that, and he wasn't trying to, I think he's trying to make up for it. I mean, he took a big chance coming back with Rosita. Took a big chance trying to sabotage Negan. Just think it's time. We just let him be. Oh, somebody's reading my mind. Because I'm predicting another Alexandrian death. And I just saw somebody, I'm seeing some Tobin exclamation points. I didn't read the comment above, but I am predicting that Tobin is gone. I think Carol needs Tobin to be gone. Thoughts and comments? He was trying to kill Daryl. But he was trying to kill Daryl because that's what he was supposed to do. I mean, he had the opportunity to kill Daryl when Daryl was locked up. I mean, that would have not went over well with Negan because Negan Got to get me my Daryl back. Tobin will die. I don't see Tobin making it past the first 6 episodes. So I'm going to say Tobin's gone. Carol needs a little bit more fuel. And Carol was, I know the fight just happened, but it wasn't like Carol sit down on the step beside Morgan after all the killing, right? She didn't go over and give Tobin a big hug. Wasn't like, hey, I missed you, big guy. But there's some feelings there. But he's, yeah. We'll know because Tobin's probably going to do something in the first couple episodes. And if he gets a little more face time, he's gone. Oh, El Kukui changed his name to Bran. What's going on? Wow, a lot of people change their stuff up. He could. Orlando, I won't say he can't die in the first 3 episodes. It's just we did have several predictions of Morgan dying, Shiva dying, Eric dying, Heavy Metal Dude dying. So I think by the time we get to 5, maybe Tobin dies a little bit earlier. Maybe they flip-flop Tobin and Eric's death. Yeah, it's funny because Carol is, well, I ain't going to say Carol's out there. But you got, there was a speculation of Carol and Daryl, right? Then there was a speculation of Carol and Morgan. Then there was a speculation of Carol and Ezekiel. Because Ezekiel has some feelings there. And then there's the, what was actually the real between Tobin and Carol. So Carol, for somebody it's like a mad killer that goes off on her own, there's a lot of interest in Carol. Let's just nail it down right now. Where's the love interest? Let me see your, we're going to do a 999 survey. So I need to see, who do you think Carol will end up with? Leave your thoughts and comments below. I'll read a few of them. And while you guys are typing, just remember, all you got to do is slide the mouse over about 4 inches and just slap that like button. Lucille it, iron it, whatever you need to do. Make it up into a peel and give it to Sasha. Whatever you need to do, that like button, just make it happen. What's up, Tyler Johnson? Grimes Girl says Daryl and Carol. Ezekiel, Beniam says Ezekiel. Moody Girl says Ezekiel. So, man, you guys are ruthless because, well, I mean, we've got Aaron with Eric, and nobody wants Aaron to be with Eric. And we got Carol with Tobin, and no, you guys just want all these relationships just to end. Not one person type Tobin. How about, hey, Tobin's a good dude. He's patient. He let her go off and sow her oats. Where's the love? Nobody loves Eric and nobody loves Tobin. Poor guys. All right, so anyway, Tobin's going to die, so it doesn't matter if she loves Tobin or not. So we're going to X Tobin off. We're going to say Cyndee and Tara going a little vengeance. And now, you know what? I want to talk about, not everybody's going to enjoy this chat, because I want to talk about Dwighty Boy. This is the episode, I think, that you get convinced. So we said that Dwight would defect in episode number 2. We think that Dwight and Daryl, I think Dwight and Daryl are going to go on a little killing spree. But now I think Dwight's going to step up his game. I think Dwight is going to go after some major revenge. So here's my question. I know we're saving Simon for Carl, or somewhere along that range. Who does Dwight need to kill to get your interest back. So I'm going to say Dwight kills, I think, a rot. Yeah. I'm going to give Dwight a major kill in episode number 5. So I think Tobin's going to die, but I think Dwight is going to kill a rot. And because, is there anybody else he could kill to really get him some popularity? Simon ain't going to die yet. Obviously, Negan's not going to die. Let's see what you guys think. Jadis. Ah, okay, I could see that. Moody Girl says Simon. Heavy metal dude. Yeah, Dwight could take him out. Reading a few comments. Dwight kills heavy metal guy. Dwight kills Gavin. No. Hey, what's up, Taylor? Good to see you. I don't think Gavin needs to die. I just don't think Gavin's that bad of a dude. Jadis. Mary says Jadis. Weird Walking Dead Theory says, I trust the Whitey boy. I do too. I think he's, look, everybody's killed. I mean, everybody's done things that they wish they could go back. I mean, Dwight was clearly, he was one of Negan's henchmen. He had to go out and take care of business. Otherwise, he was going to lose Sherry. Now that Sherry's gone, I just think that would be a pretty cool combination. If a few people would forgive Dwight, Jesus, Daryl, and Dwight, that is like that's a pretty awesome crew right there. I would take those three. I mean, I would take those three into battle with me all day long. Think about that for a minute. A ruthless Dwight with nothing to fear, nothing to live for, just revenge, could happen. All right, we're going to read a few comments. So, all right, we've kind of branched into that a little bit. Dwight, Diane says Dwight has my interest. A rot can die. Yeah, because we kind of hate, you could. Indy Jones says leave a rot for Rosita. That could definitely happen. But I think heavy metal guy. That would be particularly, Jared dying would be particularly rewarding for me. Lindsay's like, I'd take Dwight into battle, use him for fodder. The Polaroid guy, definitely a possibility. Yeah, I think the Saviors are going to have to ramp up some more villains. Because I predicted the kingdom will fall. So if the kingdom's going to fall, whoever goes over and just wrecks the kingdom, they're going to set their plants on fire, they're going to kill innocent people. Who would be the person for that? Who would be a person that could do that and we would just hate them? Maybe a rot. Maybe a rot heavy metal dude. They take part in destroying the kingdom. And then Dwight just further proves his loyalty by taking a few of them out. Could definitely see that. All right, so we're going to go to another prediction here. I also am going to say that we need a little bit more Negan. So I don't know if Negan is going to take someone prisoner. I kind of got a feeling that when I talked about Tobin dying, I got a feeling Negan's just going to, I don't think it's going to be a lineup. I think Tobin is going to get Lucille'd. I do. Maybe it's going to be a strike. The thing is, I just don't know how it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be full strike on Alexandria. I think Rick and a few others they're just going to go out into these battles, and the problem is they're going to split up. When they start splitting up into these small groups, maybe Tobin takes a small group, he gets a little bit of face time, kills a few people at an outpost. I think Negan's going to get him. And maybe Carol sees it. And that's going to fire Carol up. Carol, if we piece all these things together, it might give Carol that extra little bit of fuel that we need, her to really get into crazy mode. It gives Negan a little bit of that credibility, like, no lineup here. Whap, just whacks him with Lucille. And it also takes Tobin out and makes us kind of feel for the big guy. I do think there's going to be some Lucille action. I just don't think it's going to be all the drama and all the hype around it. I think it's just going to be a weapon. People forgotten. I mean, Negan said so himself, right? I mean, did he not say when he was giving that speech to Rick, I'll ad-lib it, but it's something like, maybe you don't think I'm that guy that killed all of your friends. I'm just the guy that makes your kids spaghetti. So he needs to do something that brings that impact back. Pun fully intended, brings the impact. Get it? Okay. Yeah, I think somebody needs to be hit. But no more lineups. 2 lineups, that's enough for me. All right, we got a couple more predictions here, but you know what? I'm going to throw it out there for a few of your comments. What's up, Steve Huffman? Rolling with the tide. There you go, Josh. See, Josh, we're seeing the same thing. Very possible, Taylor. Taylor says, maybe Tobin dies protecting Carol. Maybe Negan is swinging Lucille at Carol, and Tobin jumps in front. Bam. Could happen. That is a very bold prediction. Taylor, I'm going to go with that. I like that. Moody Girl says, I think Shiva is going to get Lucille'd. It's possible. It's an animation. Some people are like, it ain't going to happen. PETA will be all over The Walking Dead. It's an animation. It could happen. It very well could happen. Shanny D, I got to know. I got to know what you're cooking, though. If you type something like that, like I'm cooking and listening to Killshot, you need to let me know. And it's something Southern. I know it. Trinice, my day has been phenomenal. Thank you. Lindsay Luke kills. Could Negan go to Hilltop and take Maggie? Maybe, but I don't think it's going to happen this soon. Definitely something that could be a mid-season finale we probably need to talk about. I just got a feeling Hilltop will stand a little bit longer. I do think the kingdom is going to fall earlier. We talked a little bit about that last week. Steve Huffman says, I think Jerry gets killed trying to protect Shiva. Yeah, I just got a feeling both of them are going to go. And I think Ezekiel is going to be a little bit broken. All right. We're almost halfway through the stream, but there are a couple predictions out there. TV Guide and TV Line are both making predictions, and they're off the wall. I was going to do a video on this. Maybe I'll still do a video on it. We'll talk about it. But what we're trying to do is piece the storyline together. And I think for the most part what we're talking about, it makes sense as far as, how it's going to flow. But there's some TV Guide stuff that it actually blew my mind. So 3 predictions they made. Shiva dying, Morgan dying, which I'm on board with that. I definitely think that'll happen. But the last one is Negan dying. So, oh man, Shanny is making some glazed ham, mac and cheese, green beans. Oh, if you would have went collard greens with a little bit of vinegar, oh man. Anyway, all right, back to what we're talking about. TV Guide says that those 3 potentially could die. So Negan's going to die. Here's the problem I have with that. If Negan dies, what are all these other characters that are out to get Negan going to do? So Shiva and Morgan die, but Ezekiel stays alive. Where's the villain? You got to have a villain if you have all these killers out there. So Ezekiel has to die, in my opinion, before Negan. First of all, I don't think Negan's going to die. So I need your thoughts and comments to that. Last year it was there was another site that we were talking about, and their predictions were really, really off the wall. So I don't think Negan's going to die. I think he's too much charisma, too much a part of the show. But that was not the worst prediction. I'm going to get to the worst prediction in a minute. Okay, yeah, and he's saying it's probably in jest. Right. I think Negan's going to get imprisoned. Could Simon take over and be the leader? I don't see it. So I just don't think he's going to die at all. I don't think he's going to die at the middle of the season. I don't think he's going to die at the end. I think Negan is going to be around for a while. He is. AJ is like, isn't Negan still alive in the comic? Yeah. Years and years down the road. So I should probably do a video and just talk about it, because first of all I saw it and I was like, no, I don't know where they're getting their information from. That was TV Guide, and TV Line says I'm reading from their site. It said season 8, the season Rick Grimes finally dies. You must be joking me. As much as all the producers, all the writers, all the Robert Kirkman, everybody says Rick could be expendable, it ain't going to happen. No, no, no. Not season 8. Ain't going to happen. You're talking about the person that really the show was built around. He's not going to die. I mean, if there was enough, lashback from Glenn and Abraham dying, you got to be kidding me. No. Exactly. Lindsay says, hell to the no. No. So don't listen to this video and think that that's my prediction, because I ain't predicting it. I ain't predicting Negan's going to die, and I ain't predicting Rick's going to die. It ain't going to happen. This is TV Line and TV Guide. And this is why I said some people need to get out of the prediction game. That is not their strong suit. All right, so we are going to move back into, this is kind of my final prediction of episode number 5. And then we'll open it up and we'll talk about like anything. Usually we keep these on the Sunday spoilers because there's usually Walking Dead at 9 o'clock, right? Eastern Standard Time. So we usually run these about 45 minutes, and I think we'll kind of stay true to that. So my last prediction of this, it's not a very bold prediction, but I see this as a theme for the entire season. Skirmish. Skirmish. I can't say it 3 times fast. Skirmish. 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 There you go. I sound like Kermit the Frog when I said it. There's going to be a lot of these little small battles that are going to take place. So I think you'll see, like we talked about, Rosita, going out, killing a couple people, maybe Dwight and Daryl teaming up, maybe Cyndee and Tara. So the writers can manipulate us in that way by putting all these little groups together. So I do think we're going to see Rick, there's going to be a simultaneous building of power through the season. Negan's going to strike. Rick's not going to back down. Rick's going to strike. Michonne's going to go out and kill someone. Simon's going to go out and kill someone. So it's just going to be this battle to see who can get toughest the fastest. Not last season. Last season was the opposite. It was like, who can you break down the quickest? Negan was rising to power. Rick was relinquishing power. And he had this weakness. Now it's going to be just a race. All these little small battles of this group. Now, if there is a breakdown of power, Maggie, because of the physical debilitation of the pregnancy, that could kind of take her back a little bit. But then I think that losing Gregory, losing kind of a spy, a mole, is going to push them forward. Ezekiel, I think you're going to see a little bit of that sad-faced Rick throughout a few episodes where he loses some things that are close to him, but then you'll see that rise in Ezekiel once the kingdom falls. That's really going to be, that's his Achilles heel. I shouldn't talk about Achilles heels, but that's going to be the thing that sort of weakens him a little bit. But then you're going to see Jadis trying to get power, Negan trying to reestablish himself, Rosita, saving face and getting back into the fight a little bit, where it was so tough to be around her last season. Now you're going to see these people, these warriors come out. Jesus, doing a little bit of the martial arts, fighting. Daryl coming Daryl again. He was in prison. So think about all the stuff from last season, all the weakness, and just get rid of that and think about all the strength that's going to happen in season 8. That's what I think it's going to be like. So as we're working into all-out war, it makes sense to have all these small battles. I mean, think of like a real war. These real wars, you have a lot of these little small things that happen. The writers are going to do that for us. and they're going to really, really manipulate our feelings. Carl, too. I left out Carl. So I don't think you'll see Enid fight a whole lot, except I think Enid's going to be in that guardian mode, like watching over Maggie. But if anything happens to Maggie, Enid's going to lose it. Enid already lost Glenn. And because Glenn, with the balloons, made that commitment to Enid, she's part of the family. Yep. I think so. I think, Rosita's going to lead a group. You're going to start to see a little bit of that leadership come out. Awesome Trey says, do you think Judith will die? It was a huge part of the comics. I don't. I think they're so far beyond it at this point. I can't see. The way Judith died in the prison, I think was the right way for that all to happen. With Lori running away and it was kind of like an accidental death. They weren't trying to kill Judith. I don't see Judith dying. I think Judith's going to be a part of the show at some point. Like episode 5, season 13, somewhere around there. See, that I could see, that's a good storyline. Storm 3851. I like that concept. So, Judith doesn't die, but Negan kidnaps Judith. Just to infuriate Rick a little bit more. And I think, Shanny, like you said, Judith is an afterthought at this point. Maybe it's intentional that Judith is an afterthought and that Judith gets neglected and she gets random babysitters. What if what if Eric, there you go. Let's go really bold prediction. We said Eric would die. Maybe Eric kidnaps Judith. I'm getting crazy now, but I'm pretty excited thinking about it. Eric kidnaps Judith and gives Judith to Negan. Negan takes Judith and says, okay, well, I still don't like you, and kills Eric. There you go. Now, if that happens, it's going to be mind-blowing moment. And then we'd all hate Eric even more. And we'd want him to die. Negan likes kids. I'm waiting for some of the comment to catch up a little bit. And, the cool thing about that is Judith would be on her third daddy. Negan would be daddy number 3. It is. That's why we do these spoiler chats and these predictions, because you just never know what's going to happen. And Negan ain't getting Carl. That's long gone. Carl wants nothing. Carl will not be brainwashed. Okay, maybe it doesn't happen. Yeah, I love how everybody's like, we did the predictions last year. Negan doesn't kill women. Negan doesn't kill kids. And Negan pretty much on TV would kill anybody. Anybody that crosses him. Jake Metcalf is like, Negan's a scary babysitter. He would make, he's going to make the world's best spaghetti, though. Dark Mudkip says, what's going on with Heath? He's dead, bro. I forget about Heath. Episode 4, you're going to see Heath on a stake, and everybody's going to know the whispers are in full effect. Heath's gone. Forget about it. That's right. You tell him, Moody Girl. James is like Judith's first words, calling Negan daddy. I think he would do great. All right, we're about 35 minutes into this. We got about 10 to 15 minutes. So you know what? We're going to open it up just to larger scale predictions, because mainly we've been talking about episode number 5, and you guys have pretty much had you've had 3 or 4 days to sort of think about it. I need some bold predictions. Here's the only ground rules to that, because we did this earlier in the week as well. You can't retype one of your old predictions. Like, today we're talking about Judith being kidnapped. That is totally original. If it happens, you heard it here first. So I want you to know, like, when you're water cooler, talking to your friends, on the telephone, talking about Walking Dead, give me a bold prediction. I'm going to read several of your bold predictions right now. It is. Hey, somebody's having spaghetti dinner up there. Alexander's like, do a Walking Dead card trader. I do need to do that. I'm not going to do a card trading video tonight. I'll tell you guys a little bit of the schedule. I am on video number 8 today. Kills is going to wind down after this one. Sean, Judith's going to shave her head and look like Shane. It's going to be crazy, Judith. Judith's first word's going to be like Shane. Rick, I'm a better father than you, man. Trash people take out the saviors. That would be... I don't think we're taking them back. I don't think they're going to. Unless Negan backs out on his deal. Exactly. Jake said, if Negan don't kill kids, who killed the Oceanside kids? It's a good point. All the boys are gone, right? Bold prediction, Maria. Carl running away, finding something. Guns, food. Just Carl's going to leave. Carl's going to leave the group. In Shane, Judith. That's right. Vonda says, I believe she'll get older and will be called Little Ass Kicker again. She'll grow up and be teenage ass kick. Yep. Lindsay Luke, Rick and Jadis have a face-to-face confrontation. I could see that. Yeah, but is Jadis going to be she going to be the sly one that always avoids death? Because let me tell you, Negan, that dude is like Superman. He's been so close to death so many times, you can't kill him. Let's think about it for a minute. So, Rick didn't go after the hatchet in the RV. Even before that, Daryl charged him, which got Glenn killed, ultimately. So Daryl couldn't strangle him or knock him out or hit him with a rock really quick before the Saviors jumped him in the lineup. Rick couldn't get to him. Carl ran into the camp. So Carl couldn't shoot him because Negan had some shields out there. Rick was walking around Alexandria, had his hand on Lucille, and didn't want to beat him down because he knew he'd die instantly. Rosita shot at him, and he didn't die. So many times that, and Shiva jumps out of nowhere and doesn't kill him. So Negan, there's no way. You guys think Negan's going to die? How are you going to kill him? A meteor? Teresa Brown, what's up? Hey, have a good night, Teresa. So Dark says, Rick wakes up from a coma. Yeah, it's kind of endgame. But I think there's so many seasons left before that happens. Negan is bulletproof, right? Let's see. Ethan Sands says, Carl will kill Simon in a small battle. That's a good prediction. Orlando says, Hilltop loses 80% of his people. I got a feeling Hilltop is going to be a little bit better defended than the Kingdom. I think they're going to get to the Kingdom before the Kingdom really knows what hits them. Because as we talked about earlier, Ezekiel's going to get a little greedy. He's going to get a little sidetracked. Whereas they should have went, and Ezekiel's probably going to blame himself. He's going to get back to like a a burned down, wrecked kingdom. He's going to say, why didn't I get back a little bit earlier? Eugene figures out Rick is immune to the virus. Rick can never become the Walking Dead. Dwight might save Maggie. Oh, I like that stuff. Now see, now you're thinking about Dwight redemption. So we need to kind of delve into that a little bit. What can Dwight do? Awesome Trey. Will Alexandria fall like the comics during All Out War? I don't see them living in Alexandria forever. So yeah, I think Alexandria is going to have some issues, and the group's going to have to relocate, maybe to Hilltop. So Grimes Girl says Sherry finds Rick's group. Now, that could be, we don't talk about that a whole lot because, we talk about Heath dying, and we talk about Sherry being gone. How about that? Could you guys could we see Dwight and Sherry reunion at some point? Ooh, here we go. Bold prediction. Not this season. Everybody loves Daryl. So how about this? Daryl, okay, I'm going to run with this one. Crazy, crazy bold prediction, but stick with me. Walk through it. Daryl said, I don't care if he is sorry. I'm going to kill a sumbitch. All right. But Daryl goes along with it. They do some killing. Dwight kills some saviors. Proves himself. Full redemption. And then Dwight meets up with Sherry. But Daryl has the crossbow. Doesn't see Sherry. So Daryl's like, I got to keep my promise. I got to take him out. So just when Dwight is walking up, when he spots Sherry, and it's going to be like a lover reunion, bam! Daryl shoots him, takes out the Whitey boy. Boom, gone. And now, how do you feel about Daryl? Could that be a little bit of, Daryl's the fan favorite? Could that put Daryl in a little different light? Maybe make the audience have to choose sides because you're starting to forgive Dwight? Just saying. It's a little bit of speculating. Maybe not this season. Another bold prediction. And then now people are going to say, okay, well, Daryl was technically right, but, he shouldn't have done it. Yeah, see, that would. See, when Shani comes up and she goes, oh, wow, that would suck, then I know. See, I'm hitting right at the core. If I was a writer, I would be so twisted. I would mess it up. Anyway. No, not now. I mean, I know it'd be their inside man. I don't think it's going to happen. But, at least at that point, Daryl's got, like, his popularity right now is like a 98, 99 approval rating. At some point, they have to do something to lower that approval rating. You still got people saying, we would still comfort him in his time of need. Well, Daryl did say he was going to kill him. And he said, I don't care if he is sorry. I'm still killing him. Ooh, there you go, Lindsay. So what if Daryl missed? First of all, Daryl never misses. But Lindsay Luke says kills. What if Daryl goes to shoot Dwight but misses and shoots Sherry in the eye? That would be hilarious, actually. I mean, it wouldn't be. But it wouldn't be hilarious. It'd be ironic. And then Dwight turns around, looks at Daryl and says, hey, now we're even. Let's go grab a beer. And then they make up. Dwight misses, Daryl misses, and then they become best friends. No matter what, Dwight is going to redeem himself. He will. You can see that story happening by the fact that Dwight made the trip back to Alex. That takes guts in order to do what he did. So they're not going to do that just randomly. They're going to make Dwight, I think, a real big player. I'm waiting for some of the people to catch up. Harley Quinn's like, holy crap, that was my prediction too. Beer and pretzels. That's it. Dwight looks at him and says, hey, I got some pretzels. Daryl says, I got some beer, you some bitch. And I'm just going to keep saying it because it was just so funny the way he did it. All right, everybody. We are 46 minutes into the stream, so we're going to take 3 or 4 more thoughts, comments, questions. And those of you that are new that jumped in the stream, slap the like button. We're all the way up to episode number 5. We're going to do all 16 episodes. So we're going to get through this every Wednesday night, every Sunday. They're bold predictions. Some of them are a little crazy. Some are out there. But hey, things happen sometimes on Walking Dead that is kind of bold, that leave you sort of scratching your head. So even if we get 2 or 3 of these right, I still think it'll be a whole lot of fun. Beer, pretzels, and Easy Street. I love it. I love it. No, actually, there you go. So after Dwight misses Daryl, shoots Sherry, Dwight has the Dwight has the pretzels, and Daryl says, I got the beer. And then Eugene walks up with a 1980s boombox playing Easy Street. So then all 3 of them kind of sit down and reminisce. When they're reminiscing over you. So, yes. Hey, there's no sailor's mouth. I'm just quoting what Daryl said. And Daryl said, that's some bitch. Just the way he said it. I'm reading it. It's not Killshot's words. That is your beloved Daryl Dixon. So, let's 2 more comments. Let's see. It Scribble says, Dwight dies from Eugene, and then he gets smacked in the face with some pickles. No, that's probably not going to happen like that. Let's see. What else? A couple more comments. Sean Cobras, my only like videos are on Killshot's account. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Oh, yes, Ethan. And Eugene rocking the Virginia is for Lovers shirt while listening to a boombox. See, we planned this out. We've made it. That is definitely the way it could go down. Probably not reading that comment. Yeah, Tobin, we were just messing around. We were just joking. It ain't going to happen. Look, those of you that listened for the last 5 minutes, seriously and intently, Daryl is not going to shoot Sherry. Not going to happen. And 2 more comments. Sin Miller says, I want to see Tara flip off that bratty Rachel. I think it's going to be flip-flopped. I think Rachel's going to storm into Alexandria, both fingers blazing. She's going to have like 1 for you, Cyndee, for leaving me, and 1 for Tara just because it's payback. Rachel is going to be, she's going to be breaking through, man. Rachel may take over the Oceanside, lead the group. And the last comment before we get to shout-outs, and if you guys know the channel, if you're new, just type a 999 up in here and tell your friends, get more people into this. I appreciate all you guys showing up, and we're going to say 1 more comment, and it is going to be, dun, dun, dun. Living Dead says, will Gregory die? Yes, Living Dead. He will die, and Jesus will be the one to kill him. So, thank you, everyone. This is our Sunday spoiler edition, about 50 minutes. I told you guys, time would fly. We started this thing, and we rolled through all the predictions, all the thoughts, everything that goes on. You guys are fantastic. There's going to be a lot of videos posted all throughout this week. We are back in full effect. We're going to do some spoilers, some predictions, continue to do some thoughts. Going to be some Walking Dead trivia coming up as well, too. A lot of neat things happening on the channel. So, appreciate all of you guys being here. And it is shout-out Central Time. Want to say what's up to Harley Quinn, 999, part of that army. Oh, real quick, if you guys are not part of the 999 Army Facebook fan page, get over there and do your little application thing. Moody will accept you. keep it clean on there. Keep it respectable. But it's real great group. I mean, a lot of networking, a lot of just cool interaction. So appreciate everything that you guys do. Sebastian Carpio, what's up to you? Chaos 5684, Dark Mudkip, thank you for being here. Lewis Gamer TV, Laura Carter, Trinice Germany, thank you for being here. Faded as well. Moody Girl, Peace Dove, have a good night. Benium, also, you guys be here. Random things tomorrow night. It will be random. I promise you. Joshua Fett, Emmy Bacon, Shanny D, what's going on? Thank you for being here as well. Who else we got? Jake Metcalf, Tina B. You missed most of it, but you know what, Tina? You can watch the replay. It'll be live in like 10 minutes. Israel Marion, Tyler Johnson. Who else we got? By Design Media, thanks for being here. Steve Huffman, what's up? What's up? Thank you. Appreciate you, Steve. And if you guys get a chance, watch the Patreon video I did right before this one. Just want to say thank you to all the 999 Army, and a special thank you also to the people that support me on the Patreon site. You guys are phenomenal. Appreciate everything. What's up, CJ? Carl Jordan, thank you for being here. Lisa G. She's like, we're not fans, we're groupies. Rebecca from Texas, thank you. You have a great evening as well. Tobin McLeod, the okayest Taylor, appreciate you being here. Kathy Joe, Kristen, thank you for being here, Kristen. I didn't see you before. I see you sneak in right at the end. Jamie Jordan, what's up, JJ? Braden Hensley, Northside Queen, shout out to the Northside. Who else we got in here? Peace Dove, Sean 18, Steph Richardson, thank you. As always, Steph, appreciate it. Diane Estes, shout out to Diane. What's going on? Of course, my moderators. You guys know Bree Thompson and Moody Girl. They do a fantastic job keeping everybody in check. Don't step out of line. They'll be up in your grill in a hurry. Stacks, the beatbox box breaker. What's going on, Stacks? Sean Cobras, what's up? Diamond Cross. And Jamie Jordan's like, wait a minute, Kills. What am I waiting for? Vonda Martin, thank you for being here. What's up, Black and White? Mike P. What am I waiting on? Jamie Jordan is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You need to stop. All right, I'm going to stop. Collaborate and listen. I'm waiting for the next comment now. Weird Walking Dead theories, what's going on? Harley Quinn, you need to get over and join the Army. Get over there. Lindsay Luke. What's up, Jax? Love your content. Thank you. Appreciate it. The content is generated by each and every one of you. You guys are phenomenal. I was waiting. Joey Price, what's up? Grimes Girl, absolutely. Grimes Girl is like the newest addition to the channel. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for your participation as well. Somebody's singing Journey. They're singing Don't Stop Believing. Thanks, Steve. Steve is like, dig the new tattoo. Hey, that's from my heart. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it on random things. We talked about it a little bit. But, yeah. You know, one thing about if you're going to do something, it needs to have meaning. Who else we got in here? All right. Hey, I think we hit almost everybody. I was waiting on Jamie Jordan. I thought she told me to stop, and then I didn't see another comment. All right, we're going to have to catch up on the next stream. I was like looking through all of them. It was almost like, stop, there's something else you need to do. And now I don't know what it is that I needed to do. All right. Hey, everybody, 9 p.m. tomorrow night, random things. If you have a topic, send it to me. Kick, K-I-L-Z-H-O-T. So I appreciate everything that you guys do. This is The Walking Dead Season 8 live chat, predictions, news, spoilers, all of the above. I will talk to you all next time. Later.